Our Albertsons shoppers donate to Goodwill because it's convenient and they always get a receipt.
I donate to Goodwill because Goodwill keeps things like computers out of our landfills.
I donate to Goodwill because Goodwill turns gently used goods into jobs for people in our community.
I donate to Goodwill because when I give, Southern Nevada benefits.
Donate.
Donate.
It's easy to donate.
Shop and donate today. Pahrumps Goodwill is located in the former Ace Hardware building.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, 2 days on the range at Front Sight. A retired canine cop is injured in a dog attack, and a current commissioner is running for another term. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Jason Koblenz. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, March 31st, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. News 46's Director of Production, Jason Koblenz, and I took a 2-day course on the range and inside the classroom at Front Sight Firearms Training Institute. Front Sight was founded in 1996 and is growing. We spoke to the Vice President, Mike Meacher, about the organization, which teaches, among so many other things, how to safely operate firearms. Front Sight also has a mission to positively change the image of gun ownership.
Racket, retime. Front Sight's the largest civilian firearms training facility in the U.S. We've been operating for 17 years. We started out with 10 students at a rented facility in California at a 2-day handgun class. And we've built Front Sight over the years. We now have more than 125,000 members. They come from all 50 states, 10 or 12 foreign countries, and they come here and train on our 550-acre world-class facility just outside of Las Vegas.
Let's talk a little bit about the classes that are offered here at Front Sight. Like no other, it's not just a shooting range.
It's not. Students who come here all have to pass the Department of Justice background check, so we do screening. There's a wide variety of students. They're from high school to seniors, ladies and handicap, and all kinds of varieties of people are welcome. And we have the facilities to be able to take students who are experienced shooters or novice shooters and increase their skill level.
You have classes for students as well. A little bit about, they can take the rappelling, the roping classes, but they also can learn about gun safety and also exploring kind of.
Yeah, we have a wide variety of classes in addition to handgun, shotgun, and rifle classes at the beginning, intermediate, and advanced levels. We do rope and rappel. We have classes in martial arts. We have youth and safety classes where we have younger children who can come out and learn the basics of fieldcraft skills. And the depth of our classes ranges from the novice to the most experienced.
One of the things that is interesting that you guys have is criminal law, civil law, moral and ethical decisions that a person might come across when using a weapon.
We have a great series of lectures that accompany the courses. We talk about the color code of mental awareness so that you can become more aware of what's around you, assess a risk at a distance where you have many more choices than if someone were close by and risk a risk to you. We also have classes, lectures in our classes that discuss the moral and the ethical aspects in the use of deadly force. And that's important because it's a decision process that will be pivotal and could change your life, and it's empowering to understand what your options are and what you're risking if you elect those options.
Is this typical for a training facility to offer those types of classes?
It is not. Most training facilities allow you the ability to learn the mechanics of pressing the trigger and sight alignment and sight picture, and we do all of that. But we're adding to that the ability for our students to think and understand the risks that are involved in the use of deadly force and to make their own decisions on where that line might be in order to use that force.
We'd like to thank Front Sight for inviting us down there, and join us tomorrow night for part 2 on Front Sight. Well, his name is Haas, and he's 12 years old. He's a German Shepherd who proudly served Nye County for 4 years on the force. He was critically injured last week when 2 pit bulls attacked him while he was going to the bathroom outside his home on the west side of town. His owner, who currently works for the sheriff's office, is asking for the community for help to get Haas on the road to recovery.
Haas came in, he had been attacked by a couple of pit bulls, and he's had a couple surgeries, and he's going to need another one. So his ear is pretty bad. It's the end of his ear is going dead from loss of blood supply. So
you guys were using a laser on him this morning here.
We did do a laser treatment to kind of help him with the blood supply going into the ear and healing it. And so far it's worked a little bit, but not like we had hoped originally. So he's not doing very good with his ear right now.
Any other injuries?
He's got quite a few marks on the top of his head. I was not here when he originally came in. I've been with him a couple times since, but initially when the first attack happened, I was not in. So I'm not completely sure on the whole extent of it, but the ear is pretty bad. It's really infected, swollen. We've put a drain tube in it, and taking the drain tube out, it was still really swollen, and that's when we started doing the laser treatment. And it's still pretty swollen. We've cleaned it up. We've had to put him under 2 times, and he is going to need to go under a 3rd time to kind of clean it and possibly take some of the ear off.
Oh, so you might be actually removing some of that ear.
Yes.
So Haas was a police dog before, right?
He was. He's a good boy. You can tell with the injury he's scared and it hurts him, but he has done really well even being injured.
I spoke to the family of Haas, and one of them is currently employed at the Nye County Sheriff's Office. They gave me kind of the story of what happened, that he was just merely going to the bathroom outside the house and was attacked by these dogs.
Yes, that's a couple of pit bulls got him, and they had a hard time breaking the whole thing up from what we understand, and they got him pretty good. He's hurting now.
He was being dragged.
That's what we understand as well.
And so he's having constant care. He's in pain, isn't he?
He is. He's in a lot of pain. It's very painful to have that trauma, as well as the skin on his ear dying and not having the blood supply going to that needs to keep it alive. So he is in a lot of pain.
The vet bills are going to be high, and there's going to be some accounts open. I hear a PayPal and something on Facebook, but you guys are also going to have a jar here?
We are going to set up a jar on the counter, so if anybody wants to come in and donate towards Haas's bill. Right now the bills are a little over $2,000, and he's got to have another surgery, and that's going to be about $1,000. So it's going to be probably around $4,000 total, if not more.
So come on down here to Homestead Veterinary Hospital. What's the phone number if people want more information?
We're at 775-727-0700. The address is 2740 South Homestead. We're on the corner of Banyan and Homestead at Homestead Animal Hospital.
Poor Haas. One of the things you couldn't hear on there, and is probably better, was Haas was having a real difficult time breathing and also crying. He's in a great deal of pain. If you would like to help out Haas and his family, they have set up an account at U.S. Bank. I'm going to give you the number, which is 153-756-297-450. And that's 153-756-297-450. You can just simply go to U.S. Bank too, and I'm sure that they will know that the account for Haas, the dog. If there's any money left over, the owner is saying that he's going to now be setting up an account for the retired police dogs, and of course we'll keep you posted on this story as well. Homestead Animal Hospital is going to have a jar there. If you'd like to stop by there, you can also put money in the jar for Haas's treatment. After the break, new technology is being used to communicate.
The amazing technology that's giving kids a voice of their own, even if they've never spoken before.
It sounds to me like a kid, like a teen. It doesn't sound to me like a 37-year-old woman.
The story next on Prescription Health.